So a reminder for people who maybe didn't see our initial analysis, the degree to which this simple misfiling of people or ushering them out of the data set entirely when they show up in an inconvenient place can create an impression of overwhelming efficiency. I think if the delay was 2 weeks, you get an impression of efficacy at 85% or was 83%, something like that. It's an impressive capability, and it can do this for something that has no effect whatsoever, right?
Right.
If we decided that tapping your nose 3 times was the treatment, and then we decided it took 2 weeks to take a full effect, and then we ran the study, you would find 80 whatever percent effectiveness based on simply this categorization scheme. So here's what I want people to get from this. When somebody speaks about peer review as if peer review guarantees a certain level of quality, what in the earthly fuck are they talking about? If it didn't catch this list of people making a simple error that creates a statistical artifact that leads you to believe an ineffective drug is highly effective, if they didn't catch that, what did they catch? You
Nothing.
Just couldn't.
COVID.
Right. Ultimately, they caught COVID. We know that. But for God's sake, it's not one study that made an error.
No.
Right? It is a...
Well, I mean, and it reveals almost certainly that it's not an error.
Right. That's it. But the point is, you would imagine... So at what level does your system have to be broken that these things are repeatedly submitted? The journal goes through some very serious process called peer review, sending it out to people who are expert and who scrutinize it because that is their scientific duty, who didn't catch this. Mm-hmm. Like, there is no peer review, right? The point is, peer review is it is exactly like the rating agencies that stamped the garbage financial instruments that contained all of the bad mortgages during the subprime crisis as AAA, right? It's exactly that bullshit.
It is. It's exactly that. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, like seriously, every time you hear the word peer review, think about this list of papers in which this insane error that creates a totally fictional impression of efficacy just passed through peer review and nobody noticed.